Hello. Welcome back to the studio. It's Sarika, and today I am going to set up a few pages in my DIY planner for November. So the first thing I'll do is write down the little blurb in my quarterly overview. This little box down here, I like to write down what I'm looking forward to for the month. And then I'm going to decorate the monthly calendar, and I'm going to set up a new weekly layout that is very similar to my Take a Note planner. This page right here is more for aesthetic than anything else, but I like to write down what I'm looking forward to this month. And in November, there are some very important birthdays that I need to prepare for, and I'm also writing down what I'm focusing on for my work. The format of this video reminds me of when I used to set up bullet journal spreads, and I would make like a monthly calendar and a few weekly spreads. And I'm not really that big into bullet journaling anymore, but this is very similar vibes now that I'm looking at it and the way I even edited it. I think that's how a lot of people found my channel, is through my bullet journal. And before that, or maybe a little after that, it was when I was using the hobonichi notebooks. But nowadays, I feel like I've branched off into lesser known things, like making my own planner inserts and printing them out, or, using less popular planners. But it all still kind of boils down to our love for stationery, and I feel like me printing out these layouts it looks very similar to when I used to draw them out by hand with a pencil and a ruler. Like even the light gray grid lines that I used, they look so similar now that I'm actually thinking about it. It's just that printing it out is so much easier and faster. I designed these autumn leaf stickers a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't had a chance to use them yet. My son actually made this awesome craft with them, and he put all of the leaves in like a little circle and then drew branches emanating from them to make it look like a tree, and he hung it up in his room. So that was one of the test sticker sheets that didn't come out too well, and I just let my kids play around with those, and I thought that was really fun. But I hadn't actually gotten a chance to use them in my planners or journals or anything, and most of the leaves in my area have begun to fall. I think we only have a few days or weeks left to enjoy them. So here are a few photos of my favorite trees in my area. Yes, this is my excuse to show you. And I just wanted to get a good amount of use from this particular sticker sheet. And for this next part, I'm decorating a few weekly pages. So I made some mock-ups that are very similar to the Take a Note planner weekly layout. It's like a 1 week on 2 spreads. For this one, I just put Friday and Saturday for the remaining 2 days of this week, and then I'm going to start the Monday through Sunday spread on the 6th, simply because this week has already passed, so I might as well just start next week. And I am using my retro date stamp that everyone's asking about, linked below. Don't forget to check that if you're curious. And it's very similar, but the grid is much fainter. I wish I printed it out a little bit darker, but it's good enough. I wish I printed it out the same darkness as these calendar lines. But anyways, it doesn't have the timeline on the side, and then the noon hour isn't highlighted, but it's close enough. I just wanted to test it out and get used to the vertical weekly 2 spread layout for the last 2 months of the year. I wanted to do them for all of the weeks in November and December, and then in the Take a Note planner, it starts right on January 1st. So I just wanted to get acclimated and see how I can use these weekly layouts most efficiently before I use the actual planner. And I think it won't be as daunting to jump into my actual Take a Note planner, So that's why I did that. And I had been craving a more structured planner layout with more space, because my horizontal weekly planner pages were getting a little bit cramped, and I felt very hindered by them. And I also find that I don't really need a lot of space for the weekend. I just hang out with my family. I really try to make a point of not working because I want to spend as much time as possible with my kids. And I find that on the weekdays, I need a lot of space in order to write down all the tasks and the thoughts and stuff for work. So I wish the weekend days weren't as humongous of a space, but I'm just gonna live with the fact that my weekend days are probably gonna be a little bit empty, because I like to separate my tasks in my planner and then have the memories and all that stuff in my journal. And that's it for the stickering and decorating part of the video. Honestly, even without the editing, this was such a quick session. It was just like stick a few things down and I'm done. And I'm just gonna fill out the monthly calendar a little bit here, just doing some appointments and some holidays and birthdays and stuff. But I'm not gonna fill out the weekly page until it comes time to do it. And I'll probably show you how that went in a future video. So I hope you don't mind the wait. And I think for the month of November, I am feeling motivated and energized enough to keep on doing these weekly videos. So if you have any ideas or things that you would like to see, definitely let me know. I have a few ideas for some journal with me videos where I talk about certain topics, and also some handwriting videos. I know that a lot of people have been asking me about that over on my shorter videos. So I did promise to make like handwriting guide videos, but that's all I really have. And then as far as the end of the year goes, I know that there's a lot of exciting like 2024 planner lineup videos coming out. So definitely look forward to those from me. And with that, my dear friends, we are already down to the end of the video. So thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.